seconds to go. There. Retired now.
Hell yeah, I am slow. Speaking of slow, I work at a special needs group home, and today I was mistaken for one of my clients. A black female bus driver. It was pickup time, and everybody's lined up, and I'm not getting on the bus, and she's like, "Hey buddy, don't you want to get on?" No. I was like, first of all, you should know the faces of the people you drive every day. Second of all, do you think I should get on? Like, is that, I mean, that shit hurt. I gotta be honest. Oh, yeah. You give your whole life to these people, and they think you're one of them. Oh, shit. No, I love that job, though. I love taking care of them. I started taking care of people when my grandfather was, my grandparents, they moved in with us. They didn't want to die in a nursing home, going to die in their own bed. So they moved in with us, and I took care of them with my mom. And dementia's hilarious, folks. He had a lot of funny ideas, I gotta tell you. He would call the live-in help that we brought in. She was just like a nice white lady with a couple of tattoos. And he sees like one arm tattoo, he's like, oh, she's a former stripper. And so every time literally every time he talks to her, he uses a different stripper name. Each time. He's like, yeah, Candy, can you get in here, please? And, 10 minutes later, I'm Cinnamon, I forgot my water. It's like, all right, you have to be consistent about which stripper she is, at least. Like, how many strippers do you think we have working for you?
What's your take?
Yeah, and, yeah, he had a lot of really good ones. I had kind of a fat cat who we nicknamed Two-Ton Tony. Pretty mean, but funny. Speaking of mean but funny things, he told me to my face a couple different times that I was a, quote, bastard and was not actually related to any of them. I later figured out he was mistaking me for someone who was adopted in our family, who's black. So I was like, wow, he's just got bad dementia. But yeah, it was funny. It was like, I don't know, I kind of was like a little bit excited on some level. So I was like, maybe I won't have dementia, bastard. I don't know. Old people are fucking hilarious. I love, his stories were crazy. He once saved his sister from getting kidnapped by gypsies. And like, I just would not have been up to that challenge. Like, my sister would just be gone. Like, the Great Generation was just made of different shit. Like, one of his buddies landed a plane after, like, the guy in front of the plane had just been shellacked to death by machine gun fire. And, like, I would have just crashed in the fucking ocean, Like, just different fucking stuff. People my generation are like, my phone died. Fuck. I'm gonna die, And then, like, people back then, they fucking hitchhiked and they, like, pet bears and shit. It was crazy. My grandfather would catch box turtles with his bare hands, put them in a garbage can. I'd pay someone to do my lawn. Alright? Like, things have changed so drastically. We rode a horse to school. I drive an automatic. I'm too lazy for stick shift. I don't want to switch gears. I never learned how to do that. Oh, fuck. We got a good fucking crowd tonight. Who are you guys here for? This guy? Hell yeah. That's what's up. Thanks for coming in. This guy is the most packed I've seen this place. Fuck yeah. Very cool. How was your guys' weekend? Fuck yeah. That's what's up. You guys all work with him, or are you family?
Tolerator.
You tolerator? That's good. Yeah, hell yeah. Speaking of, the next time I'm in court, I'll probably crack a joke or something, and they'll be like, be careful or we'll hold you in contempt. And I'm like, I hold myself in contempt. Hell yeah. Let's see. The last thing I wanted to talk about was, I was up in New York this weekend, and I ran into a cop, and I was, I'm from the Midwest, so I was like, good morning, officer. And without breaking the pause, he just goes, very funny. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm a nice guy. He just assumed I was fucking with him. It was great. I love how geography changes manners. All right, thank you so much. Keep it going for Marty. Tip your motherfucking bartender.
Good job, Jake. Next up to the stage, he's our local